This video is for information for students that are currently in geometry and might be wondering what math class they should sign up for next year. I hope that you'll take time to watch this video with your parents and make an informed decision about what course is right for you. During the video, I'm going to talk about two different groups of students. One, if you're in ninth grade, and then I'll kind of repeat some information for students that are in 10th grade because the options are a little bit different. At the end of the video, I'll talk in more detail about Honors Advanced Algebra and whether that might be the right course for you. So first, if you're a ninth grade student, then you're at this place in our TAM district math pathways, and your choices for next year are Honors Advanced Algebra, Regular Advanced Algebra, or perhaps going back in the sequence and taking algebra. So in a quick reference, in general, most students that are ninth graders in geometry take advanced algebra next year. It's a step up. Regular advanced algebra is already a big step up from regular geometry. I like to call it maybe varsity math. And if you are doing well in geometry and you find the course is a good fit for you, then chances are advanced algebra is the right course for you. If you are finding geometry very easy and you love working on challenging math problems, then you might consider Honors Advanced Algebra. And I will give more details about Honors Advanced Algebra at the end, toward the end of this video. If you are currently in ninth grade and you are struggling in geometry and you are having a hard time with the algebra review, you should consider going back to algebra in 10th grade before taking advanced algebra in 11th grade. And I know that you may not want to do this, but the worst thing that can happen to a student that starts geometry in 9th grade but isn't ready for advanced algebra in 10th grade, you end up being in a math class that's too hard for you for the next 3 years. So what ends up being a great option is to finish the geometry class that you're in. You've already done half of it. Go ahead and finish it. And then know that when you're feeling a little rusty on the algebra review, that you can go back and learn algebra very well before taking advanced algebra your junior year. So I would say a student that's currently in 9th grade in geometry that's earning a C or lower, you should definitely consider going back to algebra in 10th grade. If you're unsure about these options, you're definitely welcome to talk to your math teacher about them. So again, if you're struggling in geometry, perhaps going back to algebra for 9th graders. If you are doing well and the course feels like a good fit, you're understanding it, then considering advanced algebra would probably be the right option. And if you're finding the course too easy, not very challenging, and you like more challenges, then you might want to consider honors. And there'll be more information at the end of the video. Okay, so if you're in geometry, but you're currently a 10th or 11th grade student, then you would be here in this position. So if you're in geometry in 10th grade, then next year, most of you will just step on over here to advanced algebra. If you are doing well in geometry, it feels like a good fit, then you should take advanced algebra next year. Remember that junior year is already a lot harder than sophomore year, and you have options of taking AP English classes, AP History classes, extra science classes if you want, and taking regular advanced algebra is already a lot more difficult than the geometry. So I would say that if you're doing well in geometry, then moving on and taking advanced algebra next year is a great option. If you wanted to consider taking honors advanced algebra next year, you should definitely talk to your math teacher and see if your math teacher thinks that's a good fit for you. And there'll be more information about Honors Advanced Algebra on the next 2 slides. If you are in geometry this year as a 10th grade student and it is very difficult for you and you are struggling to pass and maybe earning a C or lower, then you might want to consider taking an intermediate algebra. That's a course that comes before advanced algebra and is just designed to be a good review of first year algebra, as well as a good introduction to the topics that you need to be ready for advanced algebra. Both of these courses meet the minimum requirement for CSU UC Math applications, so you can decide which course is better for you. And again, if you are unsure about which choice, you should ask your math teacher. So the next part of the video, I'm going to go on to talking about what information about the Honors Advanced Algebra course. So hopefully, if you're not interested in that, then you do not need to continue on to the next slide. And hopefully this was helpful to answer some of your questions. So here's some extra information about Honors Advanced Algebra, and you can pause the video and read over this. I don't think it's a good use of screen time for me to read the whole thing to you, but I will highlight a couple options or a couple good pieces of information to know. So Honors Advanced Algebra is intended for students who have shown strong mastery in the concepts presented in algebra and geometry, and that have an intrinsic interest in mathematics. I'll let you go ahead and finish reading it. I did want to point out that there isn't a GPA boost for taking Honors Advanced Algebra. You just end up with a harder math class, and it would be noted on your transcript that you took Honors Advanced Algebra, but there's no GPA boost for it. And then this information here continues on to the next slide. That goes into some more information. Make sure that you keep in mind that there could be as much as 1.5 to 2 hours of homework 3 times each week. And students that do well in Honors Advanced Algebra are students that are passionate about learning math and really love working on hard, difficult math problems without necessarily asking the teacher for help with every step. In order to take the course, you must have earned a B or better in first semester geometry, and it's definitely recommended to have an A or better in first semester geometry. So again, if you have more questions about what math class you should take next year, you can talk to your current math teacher or your guidance counselor. Thanks for watching.